Supreme, New York. Started by James Jebbia in 1994, originally as a skate shop, it has turned into one of the most successful fashion startups the world has seen to date. But how did Supreme define themselves to reach the top? Why does Supreme have pages dedicated to its weekly drops with 1.4 million followers, lines spanning 4 blocks, people camping out for 7 days for the next drop, site crashes, lags, 2.8 second sellout times, 1.8? You get what I'm saying. Supreme right now is completely unstoppable. Or is it? See, not everyone can maintain this hype forever. It's just impossible. But even when Supreme seems like the powerhouse of fashion right now, is it really dying? Now, with the future of Supreme and their hype, let's start out with the stores. Supreme could end their hype through expansion. Recently, I think that everyone has noticed Supreme has been adding a fair amount of stores. To name a few, Brooklyn, San Francisco, and rumors of more stores in Europe and other areas of the world, all within 1 year. But Supreme is only rising in popularity and value with these new stores. All has remained the same. But if Supreme continues to expand like this, no doubt at all, like I don't have any doubt in my mind right now, it will kill Supreme pretty fast. Here's why. So this is a rough estimation, accurate or not, I just want y'all to hear me out right now. But let's say Supreme were to keep adding 3 or more stores around the world every 2 seasons. Pretty much the rate they've been going at. They've been adding 2 to 3 stores yearly, and sometimes, you know, I see like with the rumors, we may have like 4 stores like in a year. That's pretty crazy. So, you know, Supreme has just been expanding a lot recently in the last few years. Not too sure why, but they just have been wanting to expand and, I guess, get their brand out there more. But that's not the point of what I'm about to discuss. The point is that, let's say each store carries around 800 items per drop. I'm not sure of the exact amount, but I think 800 items per drop is fairly accurate. So let's say we have 3 new stores. That's 2,400 more items of stock being produced each week with those 3 stores. See, now, 2,400 probably seems like nothing. Oh, only 2,400 more items, the hype will remain the same. And that is very true. But let's do the math. So if we have 2,400 items more being produced each week by around 40 weeks, let's just multiply it by 40 weeks, because let's say those 2 seasons, let's say they add up to be around 40 weeks. That's 96,000 more items per year. So if you do some more math, for a 10-year span, let's say they add around 3 stores per year, 2 to 3 stores per year, and let's say 3 is the max, or 3 is just what they continued at the rate of. They continue to add 3 stores per year for 10 years. That would eventually lead to Supreme having 960,000 more items per year. Now, if you think about it, that's a lot of items, and that would definitely remove a lot of Supreme's hype, as now the items would be much easier to obtain, with nearly 1 million more being put out through the market each year. Now, this is just something that could happen. It easily could be less stores, no stores, or more, but over expansion would still be the end of Supreme's hype and resell easily. Right now, I would say streetwear has become one of the most popular things to follow daily, and also, you know, it matters a bit. You know, preparing a school outfit the day before, getting new clothes, online shopping, all that makes it more popular to most people. But can too many brands remove Supreme's hypebeast crown that they sort of have right now? You know, top of the game, they get the crown, get it. Not really funny, just a bad analogy if you want to take it like that. I would say yes to that, and here's why. Recently, many brands have risen up to the hypebeast rank, or they've started to become more noticeable if they weren't already. Some examples, easily Off-White, Bape, of course, one of the OGs would be there. FTP, obviously, Zach FTP, shout out to him, is starting to have block-long lines, which is very impressive, I would say. Palace is having problems with bots now. A Cold Wall, Midnight Studios collaborating with Commerce, and they resell decent. It all gives Supreme competition. But how can competition end Supreme? It's not even like part of the brand too much, it's just competition. But it's pretty simple, actually. If Supreme were to keep expanding at the 2 to 3 store per year rate, now obviously this would increase their stock levels by a good bit. Like over the course again of like 10, 15 years, this would be a really significant stock rate increase. And if they did this while other brands were to emerge with more limited items to offer, Supreme would have no way to maintain their hype. at all. If a brand such as Midnight Studios or like a new brand were to emerge, again, like I would say, you know, there's plenty of new brands that could emerge right now in the game. But if there was a new brand, or, you know, again, if they had a small amount of stores, limited online stock, and they did this all while Supreme was continuing to expand and add stock, Supreme would become much easier to cop instead of these other brands that would have the limited title backing their name. Oh, and not to mention, Supreme probably wouldn't resell with too many stores. It just wouldn't make sense. No resale, less hype, and people move on to different brands where they can make money because they still have hype or a limited title backing their name. But getting to the point that you all have been watching this video for, what is the future of Supreme looking like then? Will nobody discuss it in 10 years, or will it still remain at the top of the game? My answer to this is very simple, actually. If Supreme ends or slows their expansion, continue making good pieces, and obviously remains limited, they'll be at the top for as long as they desire, which obviously they would want to stay there for money, because, you know, that's just sort of what they're about now. It makes sense. But with my estimates, and honestly just thinking it through and being real, I give Supreme about 7 to 10 more years of hype and discussion altogether. And, you know, resale will most likely be gone within the next few years pretty easily. Like, it's already sort of dying off right now. I'm not saying it's 100% gone. As you see, items from the recent week are still selling pretty nice, I would say. And obviously, they're going to sell really nice in the future also. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.